Hi YouTube, I'm Lee. I'm a currently very overwhelmed mum of two. This is the first video on my channel, and I just want to warn you right now that if you are looking for some sort of perfect aesthetic YouTube video where everything's happy families all the time, you're not going to find it here. In fact, that probably couldn't be further from my current reality, and that is actually why I'm making this video. So I had a baby in 2022 who is now 14 months old. I also have a 4-year-old who's nearly 5. She started school this year, and you know when people make jokes about how like answering the school emails is like a full-time job, they're not joking. They're not joking. I would say my life at the moment is completely out of control. I don't feel like we've actually come out of the survival mode part of having a baby. Like, even though he's technically not a baby anymore because he's over 12 months old, I just don't feel like we've come out of the survival mode part of it all. Earlier this week, I Googled, I don't feel like I can juggle everything. And basically fell into a bit of a scroll hole on Mumsnet, reading comments and messages from other mums who are having the same experience to me. And then I mentioned it on my Instagram. I'll put the tag of what my Instagram is on here. And I had so many DMs, so many messages from other mums, other parents who feel the same. So I feel like, whilst I absolutely do not have time to be making this video, I owe it to all the mums, all the parents, all the carers out there to give a more realistic view of life and family life. We're not all, browsing Christmas markets in peace. We're not all like, having baths. I watched a YouTube video, right? And the girl said, I always film having a bath, but I don't actually like having a bath. Why would you do that? Why would you I don't get it. I don't get it. We need to be more realistic. Why do you film having a bath in your own? I haven't had a bath since the 18th of April 2019, and I know that because that's the day before I went into hospital to have my daughter. Now I shower daily, okay, but I haven't had a bath since 2019 because I don't have time to have a bath. And I've got 2 kids. If I had a bath, there would be 2 children and a cat, at least one cat in the cat once fell in the bath, so maybe it would be in the bath. I don't know. But yeah, my nails aren't done. My hair isn't done. In fact, my husband cuts my hair. He used to be a hairdresser. That's a fun fact that you'll learn more about. Yeah, so you're not going to get a perfect aesthetic YouTube here, but you are going to get a realistic view of family life, my life, and what I would love to do is get my life back on track. So we're going to be trying to get our lives back on track here, and we're going to be trying to get out of survival mode after having a baby. We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna sort our stuff out. And obviously, because this is not a perfect YouTube video, there is absolutely no plan here whatsoever. So, I don't have some big plan about what I'm going to film. We're just going to do a bit of a few days in the life of a busy mum, realistic mum vlog. And let me just point out that there will be things like this weekend I'm planning to go to a lovely garden centre with my mum and look at some Christmas displays. So that'll be all nice, that'll be a lovely thing that I can share with you. But just know that it was supposed to be a nice family event. And actually, now I've decided that I'm not taking my baby with me. Like, my husband's going to stay home with my baby, and I'm just going to take my daughter because my mum lives an hour away from us, and it's just going to be a disaster if we take the baby. He's going to need a nap. He absolutely hates driving in the car. Does anybody else have a baby who hates being in the car? Like, I thought babies were supposed to love it and fall asleep. Not my kids. Neither of them. They both hated it. So yeah, there's going to be nice moments like that, but just know that you're going to get the realistic truth behind them, which is it was supposed to be a nice family occasion, but actually I've left half the family at home because they would make it horrible. Not they. That's not really fair on my husband. The baby. So I've spent far too long chatting in the car, telling you what I'm going to do. Now I need to actually get on and do it. First thing I'm doing is heading to a coffee shop. I've got a lot of work to do. Look at this. This hood looks terrible. So I did a little bit of work in the coffee shop, didn't get through as much as I wanted to be honest. Went to Sainsbury's to pick up a few things, which turned into a few more things. It always does, doesn't it? It's always the way. Had my lunch at home and then watched a little bit of Selling Sunset on Netflix. Now I'm here to pick up my daughter from school, and on a Friday, it's my non-working day, so I like to take her to McDonald's before we pick baby brother up. So there's a little bit of mum and daughter time to take her to McDonald's. She seems to enjoy it. She gets the McFlurry out of it, so she's very happy. So that's what we're going to do now. So I've just got home from McDonald's with my daughter. We are currently in my wardrobe room. Basically, I feel like one of the things that I need to do to try and get my life back on track, get everything back on track, is to figure out how to find pockets of time to get stuff done, because I feel like we must just be inefficiently using our time at the minute. So, for example, we were all going to go pick up my baby from nursery, but that doesn't really make sense, because whilst it's nice to all go and pick up my baby from nursery, I could get a bunch of jobs done whilst my daughter and my husband go and pick up the baby from nursery. So that is what I'm going to do. This pile of stuff is just waiting to go back up the loft. So I've got suitcase which is empty. These are all just Christmas gift bags that we're going to use. That is a hamper that I can reuse, and Christmas gift boxes that we can reuse, but we just don't need them right this moment, so they need to go back up the loft. I've also managed to locate a pair of pants that are too small for the baby, so they need to be donated. I'm just about to do a 45-minute Zoom office virtual Christmas party for one of the brands that I've been working for as part of my content creation business, which is like a side business that I'll talk about at some point. But it's witching hour is in full swing and my kids are not happy. So if they can hear people screaming on the party, not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Good morning, it's the next day. We are just at M&S now. We're about to head in because they have an advent calendar on the app which gives you freebies if you open all the doors, and I've got a freebie on my app already. My husband just got his, so I'm headed in there to see if I can get those, and then we're going off to my mum's, which is about a 45-minute drive one way, and we're going to go see all the like festive displays at this garden centre, which are just like amazing. It's a great free activity, a great free day out. As I said, it's just going to be me and my daughter because the baby is in a grump after his 12-month jabs. We're currently at the garden centre and we've come into the food court to get something to eat. My mum is buying a very expensive sausage in a bun for my daughter, but I'm not sure she's going to eat it because you know what kids are like. If it's not the exact same sausage they're used to, they're not into it. And we're getting a pizza, so I'll show you what that is. But the garden centre is very festive, so that's cute. Morning. It is the next day, so it's now Sunday. We went to the garden centre yesterday, which was very festive, but the weather was apocalyptic. Like, it was horrendous all day, and I didn't sleep well at all that night, so I was really tired and not in perhaps 100% the most festive mood I could have ever been in. But it was nice to see my mum. I'm back home now. My house is absolutely trashed, and I feel like that happened this morning because every single day we're tidying up the house, but it's absolutely trashed. I'm starting to feel quite stressed about the fact that this house is a disaster zone and Christmas is hurtling towards us. I'm also feeling pretty bad because my husband has taken the kids to a kid's birthday party, but I need to go and do some work for my social media business because I have a deadline basically that I need to meet. And this is the kind of thing where I just feel like everything's out of whack. I shouldn't have ended up working on the weekend. Clearly, I'm doing something wrong and I just need to rejig everything. Hello. I didn't get much chance to film yesterday. As I mentioned, I had some work I needed to do, so I did a few hours work. And then one of the things that I have found that I feel like we've definitely cracked is that on a Sunday afternoon, that is when we need to have a paid activity booked in because it's when you can't just pop to the shop because everything's starting to close and the kids are getting stir crazy. So we're definitely going to be making a regular thing of having like a paid activity booked in on a Sunday afternoon. So we took the kids to the climbing wall. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ended up basically just chasing the baby around and opening and closing a toy kitchen door. I don't know what's going on with the light out there. But yeah, it just gets us out of the house. And then you come back and it's tea time and it's bath time and it's bedtime. So you're on that like wind down to bed. Um, what else happened yesterday? Oh yeah, my husband cut my daughter's hair. I did say he was a hairdresser, didn't I? But yeah, basically the point of this vlog has just been to give you a realistic view of what people are getting up to on the weekend because whilst we might be doing nice things and it would be really easy to make my weekend and my last few days look perfect and aesthetic and like I'm just living the absolute dream, and it's just not really entirely truthful. And it's nice sometimes to just show the nice bits, but really I think sometimes it just makes me feel a little bit bad. So this morning, for example, I caught my baby mid scrawling all over the couch with a felt tip pen, and not the part of the couch that you can take the covers off and wash, the just like the arm of the couch. I've done my best to clean it off. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. I think it was a washable pen, so I think it's not as bad as it could have been. And then after that, he got the toilet brush out, which is excellent. Why do babies love toilet brushes? I don't know. And then he cried at me whilst I packaged up a parcel. So we've been to a stay and play this morning, which is like super cheap. It's like £2 per family. He gets a biscuit, I get a cup of coffee. It gets us out of the house. But that's what we've done. So let me know if you think that realistic family life has got a place on YouTube, or are we only here to see the nice things that we all want to aspire to? I don't know. Let me know. This will be the test.